Every enterprise is drowning in data, but starving for understanding. Kaboo was built to change that. Kaboo is an agentic AI system designed to help business users see beneath the data, not just what happened, but why it happened, what matters, and what to do next. This is not another dashboarding tool. It's a new way to discover insight. Enterprises have invested millions in AI, but when business users open dashboards, they're still looking at static charts, pre-built questions, and yesterday's assumptions. Insights are slow, dashboards are rigid, and the business still waits. For analysts, for SQL, for tickets, for updates. The real problem isn't data, it's that insight discovery is still manual, brittle, and frozen in time. Kaboo flips the model entirely. Instead of navigating dashboards, business users simply ask questions. In natural language, in business terms, in their own context. Kaboo answers, instantly, with the best-of-breed visualization, built dynamically based on the insights. No predefined dashboards, no waiting, no translation layer between business and data. Kaboo is your AI insights partner, not just a reporting tool. Let us walk you through Kaboo 1, 2, 3. Step 1. Kaboo connects directly into your enterprise data ecosystem using MCP, your AI control plane. It integrates seamlessly with your data plane, Confluent, Databricks, Snowflake, MongoDB, Elasticsearch, any relational databases, and even external web data. Your business user can even upload local Excel spreadsheets with complex formulas and logic. Kaboo doesn't require data migration or remodeling. It learns your data where it lives, respecting existing data governance, security, and architecture. Step 2. Once connected, Kaboo becomes instantly usable for the business. Users can ask anything about enterprise data, across systems, timeframes, and domains, with proper data governance, without knowing where the data lives or how it's structured. Kaboo understands intent, context, and business meaning. It bridges silos automatically. This is self-service analytics, finally delivered without complexity, training, or friction. Step 3. This is where Kaboo becomes truly agentic. Kaboo reasons across your data sources, finds what matters, validates signals, cross-checks insights, and even brings in external context when needed. It doesn't just query data, it thinks through it. Then, Kaboo automatically selects the best visualization for the insight, builds it, and presents it instantly, with zero coding and zero waiting. What used to take weeks or months now takes minutes. Kaboo turns your data stack into a living, thinking system. Insights are immediate, visuals are fluid, knowledge moves as fast as your business. If you don't want to wait on dashboards and start seeing beneath the data, it's time to get Kaboo. Let's start by seeing how effortlessly a business user can use Kaboo to discover insights from a complex spreadsheet with multiple sheets and embedded formulas. Now let's walk through what a business user actually experiences. When the user logs into Kaboo, they land on the home screen, a simple, clean workspace designed for managing different insights discoveries. From here, they can upload data directly from their desktop. In this demo, the user uploads a multi-sheet financial model for a $400 million leveraged buyout acquisition of a juice company contains multiple tabs, interdependent formulas, assumptions, and scenarios. And ask Kaboo a question about this spreadsheet. Based on the provided spreadsheet, can you assess the acquisition, including a risk analysis that evaluates the reasonableness of key assumptions against industry benchmarks? Now Kaboo begins analyzing the spreadsheet, sheet by sheet, formula by formula. With advanced reasoning, Kaboo quickly understands the spreadsheet, interpreting the data, reconstructing the deal structure, and identifying key assumptions. It analyzes the leveraged buyout mechanics, discounted cash flow, price-earnings ratio, and core deal metrics as one connected financial story, while simultaneously verifying calculations, assessing risk, and benchmarking assumptions against industry data. Once Kaboo has a clear grasp of the insights, it automatically selects the best-of-breed visualization for each category of insight. It then builds the dashboard components one by one, arranging them to tell a coherent story. Kaboo starts by analyzing the deal structure and presenting a clear summary with a visualization at the top, giving instant context. It then assembles a risk assessment using industry benchmarks across valuation, leverage, returns, growth, and margins. Next, Kaboo reviews financial and revenue projections, analyzes the debt structure and deleveraging over time, and stress tests downside scenarios. Finally, it synthesizes everything into a concise executive summary, delivering a complete investment evaluation in minutes. In Kaboo, business users can work directly on the spreadsheet without ever leaving the platform. They can review, adjust, and explore the original model, including the analytics sheets generated by Kaboo itself, all in one place. This eliminates the constant back and forth between tools and keeps analysis, insight, and decision-making in a single, seamless workflow. Next, let's see how business users can use Kaboo to unlock insights from enterprise data platforms, including Confluent, Databricks, Iceberg, Elasticsearch, MongoDB, relational databases, and any other data platforms. Here we're looking at enterprise data from a large pension fund, a global institutional investment firm managing multiple asset classes, including private equity, infrastructure, private credit, and real estate. And like most large institutions, the firm's data is distributed across many different technologies, including Confluent for real-time data, Databricks for large-scale analytics, and multiple relational databases for core systems. Let's now see how Kaboo helps a business user answer an important question. What is the concentration risk with top 10 assets by value first? Kaboo first uses its reasoning capabilities to fully understand the request. It breaks the question down into its core components, identifies the relevant data sources the user is authorized to access, and determines what information is needed. Kaboo then automatically forms the appropriate queries, whether using SQL, proprietary query languages, or API, to retrieve the data. With the data retrieved, Kaboo begins analyzing the portfolio concentration risk. It samples asset and valuation data to understand distribution, exposure, and weighting, then builds the concentration analysis the business user is looking for. Kaboo then builds the visualization for the analysis, starting with a clear summary of concentration risk, showing the total portfolio value of $103 billion, with the top 10 assets accounting for 34.6% of the portfolio and highlighting the largest asset size. It then ranks the top 10 assets by size and presents them in a super easy-to-understand popsicle and heat map, allowing the business user to instantly see where exposure is concentrated and how risk is distributed. Now the business user wants to drill down further into the geographic distribution of the top 10 assets. With Kaboo, they simply continue the conversation, just like working side by side with a highly capable analysis partner. Kaboo immediately understands the follow-up, expands the analysis, and surfaces the next layer of insight without breaking the flow or requiring the user to start over. Kaboo does exactly the same. It stays within the same context, retrieves the relevant data, and prepares a new round of insights for the user, building naturally on the previous analysis. Kaboo quickly surfaces the geographic distribution of the top assets, showing that the US leads, followed by Canada, then Mexico, and business user can see it geographically on the map to see US with $15 billion, Canada at $5.8 billion, then Mexico, Australia, and India. This instantly gives the business user a clear picture of where capital is most concentrated geographically and where exposure is building. Kaboo automatically creates a separate dashboard for each conversation, so every line of inquiry is preserved. Business users can easily return to any previous dashboard at any time. Just like with spreadsheets, Kaboo provides full transparency for enterprise data analysis. It shows all the data sources used, along with the exact queries generated for the analysis, so business users can verify results and build trust in the insights. And that's Kaboo. Contact us today to see how Kaboo can supercharge your business users with deep insights in minutes, not weeks or months.